there. We're not yet at that point. The process is still ongoing. We're still finalizing because ang lumabas out of the BICAM were just the totals. So the details hindi pa maliwanag. So we are returning to those, and all of those elements that are worrisome are something that we're making sure that hindi disadvantage. Alright, since nandito na tayo, the two subjects are PhilHealth and DepEd. Okay, let's isa-isayin natin. PhilHealth has a 500 billion reserve, and the cost of to provide their services in 1 year is less than 100 billion. So their budget actually for expenditure is in the 260 billion, is 100 and plus billion. So meron pa ring reserve. That's why I know na naabala ang tao because bakit natin binawasan? Dahil ang katotohanan dyan ay kung tignan ninyo, kaya binawi ng Department of Finance yung ilang reserve na naman doon na naiwan dahil hindi nagamit yun ng ilang taon. In other words, the PhilHealth has sufficient budget to do all of the things that they want to do. So let's go back the last 2 years. Kung titignan ninyo, ang services na binibigay, ang treatment na binabayaran ngayon ng PhilHealth ay nag-expand na ng gusto. We are taking care of many more conditions, many more. We have more dialysis patients. We are attending to more people. That's from the budget of 2023 and 2024. So patuloy, pataas ng pataas. Pati yung pagbayad. Ang payments ngayon natin for cancer, for the other diseases, hundreds of percent ang increase doon sa dati. In other words, kaya ng PhilHealth ang bayaran niya. And the reason why is that we do not want to subsidize it is because it is the subsidy will hook lang doon sa bank account ng PhilHealth. Hindi magagamit. Marami tayong paggagamitan noon. So that's a simple explanation there. Is that they have sufficient funds to carry on. Because ang problema sa PhilHealth, ang problema ngayon sa PhilHealth, hindi tungkol sa pagbigay ng serbisyo, hindi sa pagbigay ng insurance cover. Hindi yan ang problema na kulang sila sa budget kaya hindi sila nakakapag-alaga ng tao. Kulang sila sa budget kaya maliit ang bayan. Hindi yan ang problema. Ang problema, kung titignan ninyo, you look at the reports that are happening, sa dami ng bagong services ng PhilHealth, sa dami ng mga bagong payment na binibigay ng PhilHealth, nababara ang sistema. You can see there are in the provinces, merong mga tao nag-aantay buong araw, yung pilat 200 tao nag-aantay, magke-claim sila. Hindi naman mahirap, pero that's what's happened in PhilHealth. Yun ang problema sa PhilHealth. On the subject of the DepEd, we are still looking into it. I think it is contrary to all our policy directions. When we talk about the STEM development of our educational sector, and then to the continuing development, because yung nawala na 10 billion comes from the computerization item. So we're working on it to make sure that we will restore it. I do not want to line item veto anything because that just gets in the way. So we're still talking about it and trying to find a way, and I think we'll be able to to do something. Ayan, that's maybe this is the first thing. Hindi pa buo ang sagot ko. Pero sasabihin ko na sa inyo, tinatrabaho namin yan. At kailangan. Hindi, you know, the 12 billion from on the original request of 12 billion to be reduced down to 2. 12 billion is only sufficient to maintain what we're already doing, when in fact we have to do more. So, you know, we have to figure that out. But we are. But we are. We'll have to look into the details of that, because there are well, here's the other thing, because some of the big ticket projects in public works that used to be put in the into the, how do you say, the unappropriated funds in the reserves. Now, I'm saying, I told them, I asked the House, wag na natin kasi babalik-balikan pa natin yan para mailagay doon sa project, which is a delay. Sabi ko, sana we normalize what we are doing so that it's already in the GAA, hindi doon sa reserves. So that's what pinapalitan talaga natin the way we do things, para maging mas mabilis ang takbo. You know, we're as of the end of the year, we're 2.5 years already. We have 3.5 years left. We have to get these things done. We have to get all the structures in place already. So we're changing it. But ganyan talagang budget process is a to and fro. So we will look into the the insertions in the public works and see which ones are absolutely necessary. And maybe baka yung iba, titignan natin kung talaga bang critical. We'll see. But public works is still going to be one of the top recipients of budget, because marami nga tayong ginagawa. We have big projects that we have to put in place. Infrastructure is really important. And don't forget, flood control became such a big part of the work of the Department of Public Works. They have to build things that we never had to build before. Binabantayan lang namin, especially the ODA project, binabantayan talaga namin, is to make sure that our debt ratios are still relatively manageable. And we are. The debt ratio to the GDP now is lower than when we started 2 years ago. So it's moving in the right direction. Of course, not as quickly as I would like for it to, but may bagyo tayo, may mga ganito, wala tayong choice. We have to spend for people's support, to support people.